Okay, I'm back. 5 seconds later, I just washed my face. I feel a little bit more pure without the garbage on my face to try to look a certain way to be able to resonate or get the human people's attention. So here is blank face, pure face, without an attempt to look a certain way in order to be beneficial. So when it comes to the ground of compassion being our human intelligent choice, or a political ground for 2020, or a solution for the world problems that exist before us right now as opportunities to solve these problems, it requires a certain level of impartial intelligence. And that impartial intelligence is an intelligence that can see, yes, why things are happening, um, but that intelligence also can see how things could change. For example, we have a human race, and we can choose humans. We have it in our hands to create human hell. China is actively creating human hell as we speak. Human surveillance, human militia, human suppression, human torture, human pillaging the earth, human hell. And we, the people, also can co-create and make human heaven. The simple change from hell to heaven is compassion. Free will or freedom comes with your individual choice to stand on the ground of compassion. Compassion would invite Democrat and Republican, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, and underground Secret Service. Compassion is our intelligence and our choice. That's where the grand change is going to come. Now, how do we get to compassion? We think, well, yes, we're compassionate people. Our religion serves, Jesus. We're compassionate. But are we? Are we compassionate? Is our dress code dressed for compassion as a service to the country, for example? Does the weapon say compassion and peace? No. Very clearly in intelligence it does not. And yet we are under the ground of deception where we still believe that it does. And Donald Trump just recently gathered all America's personnel and service people and said how proud he was and thanked them so much for their service, and we perpetuated the same mind stream. And we said on the news ticker tape that these were our peace servants. Okay? You, with the weapon, are serving war and hell. You are not peace servants. Without you and the weapon together acting out in the name of whatever your job is, you are co-creating hot hell on earth. That is a fact. It is non-negotiable. It is got to be common sense. For anybody, anywhere. Our attachment to the weapon and killing each other, that's the change. Now we are actually attached and embodying loving each other. Loving each other. Loving. Training in loving. What does loving look like? To the animals. That is the compassionate ground of the Tibetan sun, the 6-syllable mantra, the Christ love within me, Christ love within everybody, but I will give the Christ within me a voice. Merging with compassion politically is a very simple marriage of the Tibetan sun and the people, the Tibetan spiritual sun and the people. So when we align with the Tibetan spiritual sun of compassion, intelligence as our ground of decision making, our ground of our co-creating, then we have a chance to see how this world could change right before our eyes. It stays the same, but more purifying. So today in Chenrezig prayers, when we were blessing the 6 realms with the compassion, Om Mani Padme Hum, when we bless the animal suffering realm, I could see where we have tortured and killed and sacrificed one by one and kept them in a neck brace so they can't move, or a tiny little prison iron chain prison room, that I could feel that we do the opposite now. Now we make heaven on earth for the animals. And one by one we release their guard. And we, you know, easily one by one will they build up the happy, not the fear of being escorted by a human out the door. Not for sacrifice, but for playtime in the beautiful green pasture. I could see us treating the animals like we are in a Buddha field, or we are standing on the ground of human love, acting out to our animals. And factory forms transform. So when the pigs go out to play, we the people transform the inside of those factories to places without bars and chains, but places where the pigs naturally want to come back in at night and cuddle up and go to sleep, and then go out and get healthy and happy. Compassion built into the food chain on this human realm. America, you could be the deciding factor in which way the human realm will go. America, keep aligning with Mao and Xi Jinping and respecting patriarchy of the right to invade, torture, and kill. Obviously, the lower part of American freedom, supporting that kind of China hell, is also in alliance politically and religiously as a people of co-creating hell. So the same people that are merging with China hell of satellites and Big Brother and spying and suppressing are the same consciousness over in the West, you America, who drop bombs. Nuclear missiles, one every 3 hours under the Obama regime of terrible. So we, the people of China, and we, the people of America, also have a choice. We, the people of both countries, could join and co-create making heaven on this earth. We don't have to be a slave to our governments that are clearly co-creating hell. We have to have that intelligence, that ground, and that courage to see differently. You have to look at your relationship with the weapon. Have you made it a false idol? Do you worship it? Do you call it your freedom? Do you hold on to it as your protection? Do you use it as your power? Look at that, Christians, before you ever have the audacity to call terror on another religion. That's just clear as a bell how I see it. So we, the people, when we see it, we can step out of it. That's the good news. Not punish ourselves, but now dedicate ourselves to making some heaven on the earth. Made in Heaven 2020. We could do it. Heavenly is friendly. It's not an effort, actually, once you get on the ground. So we have to be willing to get on the ground, and we have to be willing to recognize we're not there. And that's the third-party political platform of a universal ground for human beings. So China law and American law of war is unacceptable. We can get out of it, absolutely, because we are the servants serving it. How do we serve it? First with our brain, thinking it's okay, and B, then giving our sons and daughters to it. So every Chinese soldier walking in the street, brain-trained and dress-coded for hell, can now be a servant of serving heaven, serving the mother in the motherland, serving a new business. We have choice. That's all I want to make it clear to people. We have choice. But we have to see clearly and then choose. And I hope we get it right. And I'll continue behind the scenes and sometimes in front of the scenes offering my 2 cents as Liberty USA, symbolic of a girl praying to help liberate and bring us all into ascended awareness of our heart chakra. So our power chakra of our compassion mixes with our heart chakra of love. As our instinct, that's our new power as American citizens, Asian American, African American, Native American, Caucasian American, all of you, all of we, help guide China. Help us co-create the tippy top representing the quality of Jesus and the Dalai Lama instead of Mao Zedong and Hitler and Trump and Bush and Obama's bombs. We have to see outside, and I know we can because we're destined for it. Love is destined to become victorious on the planet. How soon we choose is up to us. So, 2020 is a great time to do so. Well, now is a great time. Then celebrate in 2020. Will money pay me home? More to come for the 6-syllable mantra and compassion to be the sane ground of an American girl who is representing a global world. Will money pay me home?